Hey guys, welcome back to playing the Elementalists, Chapter 12. You're ready to sneak around and investigate, but some shocking news leaves you unsure who to trust. Oh no. This is the moment, people. Who betrayed us? Like, I don't want to think it's any of our friends. I feel like it might have been someone like outside our friends, but they just got our friend's bracelet and now trying to frame them. I don't know. Ooh. Here we go. Back in Elementalists. Coming at you now. Back in this now. Chapter 12, Toil and Trouble. Bull, troll, troll. You sit up out of your bed and look down at Alice as he just broken some big news. Are you sure it was one of my friends in the mirror dimension? I saw the bracelet clear as day, and whoever it was is either keeping it secret from you for some reason or they're working with Rafe. My money's from the latter. Of course it is. One of my friends, there's no way I guess it's possible. I want to believe. My friends will never betray me. How dare you accuse them? You barely know that any one of them could have betrayed you. Watch it. I've known them for longer than I've known you. And I trust them more than I trust you. Ooh, Snap. Just think about all the times you've been attacked. Are you positive your friends haven't been involved? Think back on when the shadow monsters come after you. Well, the first time was when I got to my door and I was with Shreya. Then I got attacked again after I was with Griffin and Zeph at thief trials. And this last time we were all in the Hall of Mirrors when I got sucked in. I guess my friends are around a lot when I've been attacked. But that's a coincidence. See, any of them could be possible. Or it could be coincidence. I spent a long time around my friends, so of course it's more likely that I get attacked around after seeing them. You can't seriously be this. They won't explain why someone with your bracelet was in the mirror dimension. Okay, that does seem pretty suspicious, but there has to be another explanation. Until we figure out what's going on, you have to assume the worst case scenario and keep an eye on your friends. Fine. Okay, but how exactly are we going to figure that out? We go back to the Hall of Mirrors. But we're just down there, we barely found anything. That's because we didn't go inside. We still need to find out why you were able to get into the mirror dimension in the first place. The key must be the mirror you fell through. Magic always leaves traces, and I'm sure that room has the answers we're looking for. In the meantime, you need to see if you could figure out which of your friends can be trusted. I'm telling you, my friends aren't behind this. How do you know that? I know because they were really worried about me tonight. They stuck by me through. I mean, it's true for both. I'm gonna say this. You saw how concerned they all were. That wasn't acting. They really care about me. Alice regards you for a moment, then looks away with a sigh. I suppose they did seem rather genuine. But even if they aren't working with Ray, we still need to find out what they were doing in the mirror dimension. Now let's get comfortable in the sleeping bag as you change into your pajamas before climbing to bed. As the lights dim, you close your eyes, but your thoughts are still worrying. Alice, I get asleep. You'll need all your energy for tomorrow. Right. Next morning, you pick out your clothes for the day. Do. Do. What do I have to wear? No, we've already worn that. I want to wear something different. No, I'm not gonna be a scholar. Batter up. I guess this is pretty casual. What else do we have? Okay, no. Special? Okay, no. I think I might wear this. Pretty casual. Then, once you're dressed, you head down to Natural Studies to take your seat next to Shred at one of the tables. Professor Kanto steps out to the front of the room, setting a large leafy plant down on the desk. Good morning, class. Today we'll continue our lesson on plants by reviewing a very special one, Philiphem. As you'll recall, we planted these a few weeks ago, and now the leaves are ready for harvest. Professor Kanto holds up a large leaf with veins of gold running through it while Shred whispers. I've had that before. Patissier recently used it in all her cakes. What's it do? Where's the conscious clears her throat, drawing your attention again? Philly film is well known for its ability to influence thoughts and emotions, in particular when consumed it has mood boosting properties. Professor, what's it typically used for? Excellent question. It's generally used as a stress reliever. It gives you energy and brightens your day. However, an overdose causes individuals to experience extreme euphoria. It has been known to completely consume them. You turn back to Shrew and whisper urgently. You say you eat that stuff? Only in small doses. First, the contest walks around the room, setting down a fillet film plant in front of each student. Now, in order to safely harvest fillet film, you must stroke the stems before you gently pluck the leaves off. If you rip off the leaves, you pose a risk of releasing spores, which could give you a nasty case of the giggles. Well, now get to work. I'll be coming by each of your tables to check on your progress and answer any questions. Then I'll return to your plants which smell sweet like honey. Stroke them. You gently stroke the stem of the plants, the leaves suddenly droop and their veins turn a sparkling gold. Pluck the leaves gingerly, and as you do, a warm feeling settles in your belly. Excellent work, Mr. Russell. I see you've been paying attention. This is actually kind of therapeutic. One of the plants of the abilities if you're kind to feel the family, it gives off soothing energy. I keep one in every room in my house. As Countess leaves your desk to check on other students, you move more of the leaves, carefully stroking the stem first. You glance over at Shreya, who's uncharacteristically quiet, only to see her snatch a handful of leaves off the desk and stuff them into her pocket. Oh my goodness. I mean, I don't want to tell her, but Ugh. Ugh. I don't know what to do. Oh my goodness, like the good person in me feels like I need to tell someone, but it's like the friend in me needs to be quiet. I don't know. Shoot. Oh my god. And then it's like if the professor finds out, then I'll get in trouble. If he finds out and I didn't say anything, then I'll get in trouble. Wow, why is this such a hard decision? You know what? I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna just let my mind pick. So whatever my finger lands on. Shreya, what are you doing? I don't even know why I picked because my eyes were closed. Shreya Jones whirl around to face you as she hides her hands behind her back. Just removing the leases, of course, like Kanto said to. Why are you being suspicious? It looked like you were taking some. I want to be able to study them later so I'm ready for when they come up on the test. You could have asked him. Shreya turns back to her plant, looking pointedly away from you, and after a moment you return to your own plant. The rest of the class pass uneventfully. When the bell rings, Shreya leaps up from her chair. Well, I've got stuff to do, so I'll see you later. Why are you being so weird? Shreya rushes out the door for your spine. You gather your belongings and leave the greenhouse, worried gnawing at your stomach. Whew. When you step outside, you spot a familiar figure crouched in the grass, searching for something. Just hold still. You walk up behind Beckett, but he's intently focused on whatever he's doing. Hey, boo! Did you drop something like your calculator or your supplemental reading or your glasses? Don't be absurd. I don't wear glasses. A nerd that doesn't wear glasses. I love it. I mean, I would love to see you wear glasses, though. You got me there, so what are you doing? I collected spores from the fern known as Kelvin's Claw. It's for natural studies class. If I collect the requisite samples for a particular potion, I get extra credit. Extra credit explains everything. Do you mind holding this fern for me while I scrape the underside? I'm having a hard time managing both tasks. Don't mind if I do. Crouch down beside Beck and lift the fern leaf. You carefully collect the sample, brow furrow, and concentration. There we go. Having your assistance prove quite useful just now. Hey, I got nothing better to do than rescue a gentleman in distress. Actually, would you like to join me in collecting the Yes! I'll be sure to tell Professor Conte to help. I'm staring at Professor. Yes! You want me to help you collect plants? Indeed, you require adventuring around campus and perhaps a little bit of death-defying acrobatic skill what we need. Ooh, I'm loving it. Anything for my boo. But the results will be worth it. I could even give you a preview of the potion. It's sure to be a marvelous sight to behold. And I wouldn't mind spending time with you, yes. Help Becca get extra credit to impress Professor Contos and share a romantic moment with him. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Anything for my boo. Just let me know what you need me to do. Becca smiles, but expression flickers with some emotion you can't quite place. That's my eye. Never mind, just follow me. What? Tell me. Becca quickly straightens up. You trail after him as he leaves the main campus, venturing to the outer edges of Pendergast. As you step through a grove of trees, you find yourself in a gorgeous meadow of flowers. I'm looking for a flower colloquially known as the salmon's sneeze. It's in the same genes as the dream shade, which you recall is used in the daydream potion. It looks almost identical. I don't even remember what that dream shade looked like. What potion is all this stuff for anyway? The golden hour potion, it casts the illusion of evening light on everything in a half-mile radius. And if you make this, you get extra credit. Don't you already have a perfect grade? Perfection is a limited ideal. I want to go above and beyond that, of course. So you want extra credit on top of your extra credit. It's so cute. But when you put it that way, it sounds excessive. I mean, it's the Beckett in you, and I love it. Beckett makes straight for a patch of flowers to your left. As I thought, we have, for some reason, a lot of radish. How'd you spot those so fast? We just got here. I did a quick survey of the area, not to brag, but my observation skills are one of my strengths. For example, I noticed that when you're happy, your eyes light up in a certain Yo, you notice things about me? Hee 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 hee. Not that I've been paying any particular attention to your smile. You have been noticing. Yes. Becca's face flushes. He looks away and smiles softly as he speaks. His words come out all in a rush. Because it makes me, this is so adorable. You're so cute. I love you. Sorry, what was that? I could barely hear you. And moving on, I see a few other plants that I need. Can I trust the collection of the Sandman's needs to? I don't remember. Remember, it's golden in color and looks similar to the dream. I don't even remember what the dream shade looked like. But it's golden in color, so I'll remember that. Leave it to me. You kneel looking down at the sun-drenched meadow. I guess this is it. You carefully snip off a few samples with the pair of scissors that Becca gave you. When you're done, you present your harvest to Beckett. Is this enough? Just about. It seems with me guiding, it would make quite a capable team, of course. Becca takes one of the blossoms and listens to the light. You admire how the translucent golden petals glow. Nature has a way of delivering the most divine creations, flowers, animals, people. He glances at you out of the corner of his eye, the tips of his ear turning red. Becca, was that a line? Are you trying to flirt? The pants did it work? Yes. You grin at Becca as he drops the flower into his pack of plant samples. The last few clippers I knew will be on the school grounds, I believe. You Becca head back towards the main campus, leaving the wildflower meadow behind and arriving at the foot of the bridge overlooking the lake and the school. Hey. Pausing at one of the bridge's columns, Becca sniffs a bedvine. Two of you look out at the school and he regales you with stories about Pendergast. Imagine this, those flaming braziers all over campus, they were once columns of flame. That sounds super cool, but also super hazardous. Essentially, it was said that the flames were the flames of truth. Those touched by it would speak only prophecies into their dying breath, which came soon after because even magic fire tends to be fatal. Yikes, so what about that building there? That is the laboratory where renowned metal attuned Professor Tianbao Yin pioneered the practice of alloy magic. Fun fact, Professor Yin became a werewolf in his later life. Dude, leave with that next time. I'll show you, his research is far more interesting than what he became during a full moon. Maybe to you. Eventually, Becca looks over the bridge's railing into the water below. Loving this music. Now the final step I need is a type of lichen that grows on the side of this very bridge around the midpoint. How do you know the lichen will be on the bridge? This particular cultivar grows exclusively around mermaid habitations, so I'm guessing that. Wait, there are mermaids here? Where? Didn't you know there's a colony of them? They're like, but I can't Pendergast through the lake. How did I not see them? Well, they tend to keep them to themselves and stay outside. Usually your path will not cross theirs. That's so cool. Okay, but have you met a mermaid before? Why are mermaids here at Pendergast? What happens if you kiss a mermaid? I'm curious. Beckett frowns at you. What kind of question is that? Hey, I'm just keeping it real here. Fine, to answer your question, kissing a mer person is much like kissing a human. Those rumored that their tongues have an intoxicating effect. Ooh. Hot. I mean... Beckett rolls his eyes and you laugh. Guess I learned something today. Well, hope that you learned several somethings today. Sure, it's kind of cute how into all this history and trivia you are. Becca scowls dismissively, but you notice his ears start to redden. Becca clears his throat. Now, I'll just lower you down. You can scrape the lichen off. It should be easy. Hang on, you want me to hang off the side of the bridge? Don't worry, I won't drop you in the lake, I promise. Better not end up dangling over the side of the bridge, Becca's arms holding you securely. Now, the lichen should be golden color. Find it and collect a sample. Run your eyes over Becca's body, seeing the hard lines of his muscles beneath the fabric of his blazer. What are you doing? Staring? Just taking a second to admire the scenery. Scan the bridge and easily spot the brightly colored lichen. You reach for it and Becca's arms tense around you. Quickly, if you would. Wait, what? Scrape it off. Why are we grabbing it? You reach out and gently scrape the lichen off the bridge, sliding a chunk of it into your hand. Got it. As you shove the lichen into your pocket, you begin to slip in Becca's arms. Ah! Becca's forearms flex around you, holding you tightly as he pulls you back onto the bridge. When he sets you down, your inches apart, his strong arms still wrapped around your waist. Your breath mingle in the close space and he flushes. Are you alright? I am now. Never better. I'd rather not let you go, but I did promise you a preview. Becca takes the lichen from you. He fetches a few petals and leaves out of his pack and crushes them in his palm. Light flares from between his fingers. What do you do? This is a slapdash, low-grade version of the golden hour potion. Wouldn't need a cauldron for the real deal, but... Oh. Even though light slowly filters in, gliding the bridge in a beautiful glow. Well... That's why I took on this project. Aside from the extra credit, I read about the golden hour potion before and wanted to see its effects. The two of you sit down at the edge of the bridge facing the water. As Beckett tells you more about the potion, he grows even more anime, his smile bright. The sun begins to set in earnest and you lapse into a comfortable silence. I'm glad you're feeling better now. What do you mean? You seemed a little stressed earlier, and yesterday you looked really shaken up, more than I thought you'd be. I don't know what's going on, but... Thank you, I'm fine. It's nothing you should be concerned about. Seriously, not... Now that you said it, I'm even more concerned. Just tell me, maybe I can help. Becca avoids your gaze, his hands clenching at his sides. Alright, you see, I made mistakes, terrible ones, so sometimes it's hard to move on from them. Why are you all being so suspicious? But we're not talking, like, getting 99 out of 100 on a test, right? Becca chuckles. I take my grades very seriously, but no, it's not that. I think he might say more, but remains silent. You look down and realize his hands are balled into fists. Grab them! Well, just so you know, mistakes are no big deal. Wherever it is, you'll survive. I'd say that. Maybe it feels like the end of the world, but it isn't. Trust me. You'll get through this. You'll make it to the other side at some point. Perhaps. Trust me, you'll make things right in your own Beckish way, and until then, I got your back. As your boyfriend, I hope you're right. You know, Becca lapses into silence. After a few months, Becca turns to you, his whole posture more relaxed than you've seen all day. I haven't fully thanked you for your help today. It's cool, I have fun. No, I said I will make it up to you, and I will. Becca moves close to you. Oh, his gaze until yours. You're suddenly aware of how your fingers are just barely touching his. Splash or what? Ask for a snack? What? No, we're kissing him. You close the gap, pulling Beckett to you in a soft kiss. Oh, my heart. That's all I need from you, Beckett. It's so cute. Understood. Oh my goodness, so cute. Oh, this cuteness, I can't take it. Beckett tugs you back to him, drawing you into a long, leery kiss that sends shivers down your spine. As you nip at his lower lip, you gently push him back against the bridge between your knees. Ooh. Yo, are we getting there? Oh my goodness. Becca's hands move along your body. She silence him with another kiss. Oh my goodness. Finally breaks away, leaning his forehead against yours while he catches his breath. He lets out a side glance over at his bag. I should really get these plant samples back to the greenhouse and store them properly. It sure is pretty obvious you'd rather stay here with me. Becca lifts a hand to your cheek, his touch tender as he presses one last kiss to your lips. I would, but... I know you need that sweet, sweet extra credit. But we're picking this up again later, right? Undoubtedly. Something gold could stay. The two of you head down the path. As you walk away, you hear the faintest splash of water in the distance. You whip around just in time to catch the flash of a mermaid tail. Oh. That was... Yo, I can't even speak now. That was amazing. My goodness. Becky, you're making me fall in love with you even more. When you return to your room, you find Alice sitting on your bed. You drop your bag by the door and join them. There you are. You've been gone almost all day. What took you so long? I was having a fling with Becky. You know, the normal thing to do would be to ask me how my day was. Why would I do that? Because that's what a brother would do. I could have been attacked again. I'm gonna say this. We're supposed to support each other, you know, like checking in to make sure the other is doing alright. Hard pass. Now that we're finally together, don't you care about that at all? Not for me sharing feelings all the time. What? You suck, bro. To answer your question, I was in class. Isn't that what you want me to do? Who knew class would take so long? What did you find out? I mean, technically, I was also with Beckett, but you know, we don't have to talk about that. Sheree was acting super suspicious. She stole some magical leaves during class and they ran off as soon as class was over. And Beckett was being weird too. It was like something was bothering him, but I don't know what it was. So, which one of them do you think it is? I don't know. I think I need to do a little more digging to find out if either of them is covered. Then we should focus on the Hall of Mirrors. I already got what we need tonight. But how are we even going to get close to the Hall of Mirrors without getting caught? They got the whole section of the building blocked off. The supplies I got will help us investigate the Hall of Mirrors once we're inside. Maybe it would be best we do this alone. No way, I won't ask as much as you do, Alice. You can't just leave me here. I haven't been trained at all. But I want to come. Then tell me what you think the biggest threat to our mission is. The biggest threat is... Oh... I don't know. Shoot. The teacher can record what we do and say, so if we aren't careful to avoid any of the press faster can find out that we broke it. And that's still observation. The sentry is definitely going to cause trouble for us. Alice crosses his arms and watches you closely before sighing. Alright, fine, you can come with. Yay! Yes, I promise you won't regret it. You did a pretty good job by getting me back here last night while I was getting caught, but it wouldn't hurt to take some extra precautions. Do you have a disguising card or clothing with a magical enchantment? I don't, but I think I know someone who would. After sees me coming, she'll be able to whip an outfit up for me. Good, go find something useful and be sure to be back here by dark or... Yeah, you go out me. Yeah, yeah, I know. I'll be back in a bit. Use the door in your common room to get to Penn Square, and quickly hurry into um where am I? Astor's shop. A bell rings as you step aside, where you find Astor waiting patiently behind the counter. Let me guess, you saw me coming? Not she, and I had the perfect outfit for you break it tonight. Actually, you can't let anyone else know I'm planning a break-in, alright? That would defeat the purpose of all the sneaking around. As the smile gets wider, she giggles as she steps off behind the counter. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. Ashley leads you over to the clothing rack where she pulls out a black leather jacket and matching pants and boots. The cloth itself is a chance to make you difficult to see, so it should be perfect for sneaking around. And the shoes also have a special charm on them that makes you walk in total silence. Ashley, this is brilliant! Well, go on and try it on. My leaves are positively shaking anticipation. Take the outfit from Ashley and step into the changing room. Wear the stuffed outfit to unlock exclusive scenes that may break into the Hall of Mirrors easier. It actually looks nice. But no. Did you not like it? I mean, it's nice, but... No, I did, but it just seems like overkill. We're sneaking on our campus, not robbing a high security bank. Besides, Atlas is managing without a special outfit, so I should be fine without one. I suppose that makes sense. You know best, after all. I'm really glad you stopped by. Yeah, sure, whatever. Today, Aster? Aster frees, her eyes glazed over unseen, and she slowly begins to speak in a monotone. They're the sick. It's Dr. Sleet just into our roots. It runs in our veins, poisoning us. His power grows stronger every day. How far will we spread this disease? How many of us will fall before he's satisfied? Time is passing faster now. We rush towards the ending into the unknown. Suddenly, Aster reaches out, grab onto your arm and holding it tight. Oh my goodness. Beware the mischievous hour. Beware. As she stumbles forward, you catch her holding her up. She rests her head against your shoulder and lets out a heavy sigh. I'm sorry, that's why I don't know what's going on with me lately. Are you sure you're alright? I'll be fine, I just need a moment. You try to help Aster stand, but she stumbles again and slumps back into your arms. There must be something big looming on the horizon. That'll be the only reason I'm branching so much. Help Aster over to the bench sitting down beside her. Aster, I know you don't always understand your branching, but do you know what you meant by the mischievous hour? Oh, I must have been talking about midnight, when it's almost impossible to do magic. But hang on, I've definitely seen magic done late at night. This is like 3 a.m. It's only hard to do magic for about a minute. Most people don't even notice it's happening. Midnight, why is it called mischievous? Has anyone successfully done magic then? Well, I've never seen it done before, but then again, there's a lot I haven't seen. It did say almost impossible, not just impossible. It's not so much that one can't do it. The results are just too unpredictable. It's possible to cast it intentionally. Perhaps someone with strong magic could do it, but they have to be very strong. Exercise then perks back up. She stands her legs still shaking a bit. Well, I better get back to work. The shop isn't going to organize itself. Are you sure you're feeling well enough for that? Well, someone has to keep the shop in order, although I wouldn't mind some help if you're offering now. The shop is such a magical place. I'm sure you enjoy looking at all the amazing stuff we have here. Nah. You'll see her who's in agreement and look up to find the hootlings perched on the edge of the shelf. One of the flops down, landing on your shoulder, and nuzzles its wooden feathers against the side of your face. Hey, cutie. Seems like I'm not the only one who wants you to stick around, so what do you say? No, I'm good. Help asked to organize the shop to learn more about her and different magical creatures. Nope. You gently moved the hootling off his shoulder and handing him over to Aster. I really need to get ready for later. Then I won't keep you any longer. You start towards the door when Aster calls back to you. I'll be fine what you're looking for tonight. Thanks. Thanks, Aster. With the way you leave Astra shop and head back to Pendergast. At night, you and Alice sneak down to the foyer despite the warm glow of the lights. The hallway is eerily still and quiet. You peek around the corner door of the sentry from before standing nearby. Looks like the sentry's still on guard. Remember, we can't let it see or hear us, otherwise the professors will know we've been poking around. So what's the plan? We have to sneak by. I'll kill the lights so it can't see us, then we'll just have to quietly move past it. Didn't you go shopping to get stealthy? I thought you totally stealthy. You do too! What you talking about? Exactly! Because I don't need to. Oh, whatever. Just follow. With a final glance at you, Alice steps out to the floor. He raised his hand and the lights flicker before going out. Who goes there? Nobody. You and Alice stay quiet. You hear a soft hum and the lights start to glow inside of the helmet. Then a beam of light shoots out of the eyelid slit on the opposite side of the room and begins to sweep towards you. I have to hide. They're behind the column. Alice floats himself into the ceiling. You dart behind the column. Keep yourself out of the sentry's line of sight. The beam of light passes over the column without stopping. It's like it didn't see me. Whew. No visual anomalies. Checking perimeter now. The beam of light fades away and you and Alice come out of hiding. You hear the shifting of metal as though the suit of armor has started moving around the room, but you can't see in the darkness. I need to get to the hallway, but how do I do that when I don't know where the sentry is? What? What? Where is I can't see? Be quiet. I don't know anything. You hear the clank of metal quickly approaching. Halt! Nobody's here. As you reach the entrance of the hallway, you take a step forward and the floorboard creaks quietly. You need to be careful or the noise will draw the sentry right to us. Creep into the all. You gently step into the hallway, move carefully. The floorboard doesn't make a sound. So it's like we're in the clear. Whew. You hear the sentry head back into the foyer. All clear. I'm not cut out for this. Well, looks like we did it. Not bad. Seems like you're getting the hang of this. I got a good teacher. Not rather. Suddenly you hear a soft humming from down the hall. You turn to spot Professor England facing away from you. Alice grabs you and pulls you into a clove. Alright, now we just have to deal with him. I'll disguise you as a dean and you'll get him to let us aside. I still can't believe you could do that. Well, believe it. I've been studying advanced magic since I was 5. Lucky you. But remember, I can only make the spell last for 5 minutes. You have to convince him before the spell wears off. Now you just have to think about how the dean speaks, otherwise the spell won't work properly. You close your eyes. I remember her saying, "Let the enthusiasm of not a woman know for second chance using offensive magic on the students." Wait, who's Professor England? I legit forgot. Oh, shoot. Let the not a woman know for. Shoot, I don't know. Alice places her hand on your shoulder and you feel magic burst from his fingers ripping over your skin. How do I look? Oh, right, you're supposed to be the dean of Professor England. I don't remember who that is. I must have messed up remember her voice, but at least now I can patrol the hall without no one questioning. And now, I honestly don't remember, her. Except there's 2 Englands in the same hall. Just let me cast again, actually think of the dean's word this time. I don't know what the dean will say. Alice casts the spell again, his knees buckling as bad as he does. Much better. Now I feel properly stiff and stern. Alice shows you into the hall. Go. I'm not cut out for this. You straighten your posture until you chin up as you step out into the club. You walk calmly over to Professor England. Dean Jeff, I didn't expect you to see you tonight. How are you? I'm great, just fine, thank you. Pretty good. How about you? I'm just fine, thank you. I'm glad to see you aren't too shaken up by what's happened. I'm actually in a hurry, so I appreciate if we keep it this short. Alright, of course, you're a very busy woman. Don't imagine you came down here just to chat with me. No, I actually need to examine the hall of mirrors. Really? But I thought you wanted to keep the room in quarantine just to be safe. We don't want to risk another act of vandalism, especially since the poor students got caught in crossfire. It must have been so frightening. He shakes his head and turns back to you. Why do you need to go inside? The investigators already finished the report. Ah, my leg! Ugh. My leg falling asleep. Ugh. Whew. I just do want to know what they found. Need to double check the results. Let me say this. I don't trust those amateurs. We need a thorough investigation to ensure such a breach in our security doesn't happen again. Understood. I can only hope we'll have this fully resolved soon. Is there anything I can do to help? Yes, you can leave me alone. Are you sure? I promise I could be a civil assistant. No! Are you planning I can handle myself? I'm sure I got this. Will you just leave? Say this. No, not all day. I was just trying to make myself useful. You can make yourself useful by standing there. If I need assistance, I will ask. Until then, I would prefer if you just leave me in peace. Whew. Well, don't let me get in your way, man. This room is all yours. Just holler if you need me. Okay. I doubt that would be necessary. First, England gives you a nod before wandering out down the hall, humming to himself again. Once he's outside, Alice sneaks over to your side. Not bad, I'm impressed, but I don't think he's going to stay gone for long. You and Alice step into the hall of mirrors just to dispel phase, returning you to your normal appearance. The room looks just like the first time you saw it. It doesn't take them very long to repair everything. So why is it still blocked out there? It doesn't look like there's any evidence left to collect. There is if you have the right supplies. Alice pulls a handful of strange objects out of his pocket and crushed them in his fist. They'll crumble to dust in his hand, which he raised in front of you. See? Oh my goodness. Whoa, what was that? A moon smell that lets you see magic that's been used recently. Dang, this is like that filter. So you hear a soft humming voice along with footsteps approaching the room. He's back already? Hurry, go look around. Examine the mirrors which each glow with the other worldly light. Now let's call you over. Desmond, come look at this. You hurry to find him standing in front of the same mirror that you fell through. The mirror still glows. Every so often the glow disappears, but a darkness flickers at the edges. Why does this mirror look so different from all the others? Because someone sabotaged it. Someone took the wards off. Which means the wards are the protective shield that prevents intruders from just showing up on campus. Every mirror is supposed to have them. Thought the monsters could just walk right, and hell, Rafe himself could come get you. Then why hasn't he done that before? The wards can only be taken down this side of the portal. You have to be on the school grounds to manipulate them. That's why I got stuck in the mirror dimension. I couldn't take the wards down from that side. Not to mention that only a select number of people know how to manipulate wards, since the magic is so complex. So you're saying what? There's someone powerful inside Prendergast who wants you dead. Oh my goodness. Dang, why are people trying to kill me? So anyways, this chapter was good. I loved spending time with Beckett. Like, I'll always love spending time with Beckett. I'll always spend my diamonds on him. So anyways, I'll see you guys next week in the next chapter of The Elementalists. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.